This is Terrence Andre Banks with Information Age Financial Solutions, coming to you today talking about Walmart. And Walmart recently announced, there was big news on CNBC and other broadcast media, that they're increasing wages and giving different bonuses to different individuals, and it sounded like a good thing. But until I came across this article, what Walmart giveth and Walmart taketh away, I didn't even know what's going on in the backdrop. This article is from dollarcollapse.com. This guy Charles is extremely well. I haven't gone to his site in a while, but I recommend that you take a look at his particular website and the information he produces out. The article talk a lot to what's been behind the scenes and the increase in minimum wage. So I'm going to start reading from the excerpt here, and I tell you, we live in some really shocking times sometimes. Walmart made two announcements yesterday that perfectly illustrate the dilemma facing the development world. Now, this was done on January 12th, so take that in consideration. First, the omnipresent retailer raised its minimum wage to a respectable sounding $11 an hour. Sounds all good there. Walmart is raising its minimum wage and handing out tax cut bonuses. The retail company said that the wage hike to $11 an hour would roll out in February. Employees are also getting a one-time bonus up to $1,000. Walmart previously raised its minimum wage for most employees to $10 an hour in 2015, so they're showing that they're being in an upward trajectory. As of December, the average pay for full-time workers was $13 an hour. Pretty good. Today, we're building on investments we've been making in associates in their wages, and this is coming, he's quoting a direct quote from him, in skills development. Walmart President and CEO Doug McQuillan said in a news release. It's our people who make the difference, and we appreciate how they work hard to make every day easier for busy families. He added that the tax reform gives us the opportunity to be more competitive globally and to accelerate plans for the U.S. The bonus amount will be based on length of service. According to the company, workers who've been there for at least 20 years will get the full $1,000. Because of the tax reform law, Walmart says it's also creating a new benefit to assist associates with adoption expenses. Another great benefit. The benefit will be available to full-time hourly and salary workers, which will total $5,000 per child. Again, all this sounds extremely good and moving in the right direction. The company, which is nation's largest private sector employers, said it's also expanding its parental maternity leave policy. Full-time hourly workers in the United States will get 10 weeks off of paid maternity leave and 6 weeks of paid parental leave. The changes affect more than 1 million hourly associates, because Walmart is one of the largest employers out there. Thanks to the passage of historic tax cuts, American workers and their families are winning, tweeted Ivanka Trump, the White House senior advisor and daughter of President Trump. McMillan also said the company is in the early stages of assessing the opportunities the tax reform creates for Walmart. The company said it will share further details when it releases quarter results next month. Everything sounds cherry and rosy. But then announced the closing of a bunch of Sam's Club's warehouse stores, resulting in thousands of layoffs. So what Walmart giveth, I like the title, Walmart take it away. Walmart plans to close 63 Sam's Club stores. I want to repeat that again. Walmart plans to close 63 Sam's Club stores. Walmart announced Thursday it's closing 63 Sam's Club stores across the United States, leaving workers at the membership club without jobs. The 10 locations of the warehouse club spin-off of Walmart close immediately and become e-commerce distribution centers. Now, I have a cousin who lives in Atlanta, cousin-in-law lives in Atlanta, and he informed me that he was outside of the Walmart, and there's a Sam's Club right adjacent to where Walmart he goes to shop. And he saw a bunch of employees inside there, didn't even know the doors were closing, and was just a sea of people going to this job, and the door was locked. Now, that's a firsthand, and so I said, there's got to be some kind of news about this. Now, you heard a little bit about it, but 63 stores is a huge amount. So, the remaining places remain open for a few weeks. After a thorough review of our existing portfolio, we decided to close a series of clubs and better align our locations with our strategy. Sam's Club posts on Twitter, closing clubs is never easy, and we're committed to working with the impacted members and associates through this transition. Employees in some cases were informed of closings while arriving to work. Here's an example. While arriving to work Thursday in Houston and San Antonio reported. And they didn't report that much in Atlanta, but I guess it did in their news where he's at. Club is closed today, so we could inform our associates we give them the day off and close the club. We'll reopen the club tomorrow, Annie Halford, director of Municipal Walmart's Public Affairs, said in a statement to Kansas. At one Sam's Club in San Antonio, employees told Kansas stores would close for good on January 26th. On Friday, it would offer 25% off of everything except for alcohol, tobacco, batteries, and tires. Sam's Club, which has 100,000 associates, operates more than 650 membership warehouse clubs in the United States, according to its website. The first Sam's Club, founded by Sam Walton, opened on April 7, 1983 in Midwest Oakland. That's 100,000 associates. John Rubino goes on to say, there are two problems with this. First, wages increase the wage inflation measure that the Federal Reserve watches to decide whether inflation is becoming a problem and needs to be smacked down with higher interest rates. Walmart hike may show wage pressures building for lowest paid. The eventual result of rising interest rates in the late stages of an expansion is in a recession in which millions of people are thrown out of work, thus canceling the minimum wage boost. I couldn't say it more succinctly and more better than that. The second, much bigger problem is that the next generation automation becomes more attractive when wages rises. Walmart converting Sam's Clubs to regional e-commerce distribution centers is in effect, replacing store clerks with warehouse robots and a relative handful of website designers. To the extent that wages rises, so do automation-related layoffs, once again canceling out those higher paychecks. Automation has of course been around since the start of the Industrial Revolution, but this latest phase is vastly more pervasive and powerful than anything that's come before. The result, life gets better for those who own the robots and harder for those the robots replace. And government encourages 99% to borrow to make up the difference until that trend has also hit its wall. So he covers a lot in that, just that little statement there. Got to get your hands on this article, John Rubino, Dollar Collapse. Again, don't be fooled by the illusions out there that things are getting better. 63 stores, almost 100,000 associates is showing that if you give them a higher wage and you close those stores, it really cancels out the effect. So if this video has been any value to it, please leave some comments, subscribe, and until my next video, I'm out.